Hey everybody, welcome to the Cameron Star Show. Thank you for joining this channel. Thank you guys for being trying to find out why I'm not doing any podcasting in the last 2-3 months or something like that. As I kind of want to stop and try to reflect on things. But hey, I'm back on it. We're going to talk about a few things of this podcast. I might doing this afternoon a little bit later on. Which I give you some DraftKings or DFS or DraftKings or FanDuel. Get ready for your tonight's games. Basically, let's talk about last week. Kind of weird if you play, fantasy football or your FanDuel or DraftKings. You put all your lineups together. You're thinking all your players will be, pretty much set, and you think all your best guys out there are playing, but. It was weird to me. Like, I never think about, Jameson Williams. That's not about the guy from Detroit. Very great ball game. If you watch that game against the Rams and the Lions that week 1, that was a stunner for me because I picked him up in the waiver wire. And nobody ever picked him up. I think one of the leagues I'm in with another friend of mine, so I picked him up on the waiver wire. Nobody never picked him up. And that was surprisingly that I picked him up. And he gave 20 fantasy points. He should have got more than that, but the guy is legit. He's back to his normal self. He's quick. Now he's on injury report. We'll get some injury report about it today. See what he is right now. Got two more, one more practice after this and see if he's ready for Sunday's game against the Bucs. The Bucs and Baker Mayfield, between Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, it was a duel. If you looked at Josh Allen, took a little off of King Coleman, the former Opelousas senior high wideout, wide receiver, hometown kid playing in Buffalo. I mean, the guy did good. I mean, I'm shocked to myself. As a Louisianan, I'm not a big King Coleman fan, but. My eyes looked at this as like, dang, this guy got hops. It's not like he's not he's not like Stephon Diggs. He's not Stephon. But at least he did something that nobody never done in his rookie season. Country football almost into 20. If he had a little more room, a little bit of, he would got in the end zone for the first time in his career. But we know what he does in Florida State. I was surprised when he went to Florida State. He did fine. He got good. He got the hops he needed. I think he did great on his other, routes and whatever. I'm seeing that right now, but Charlotte did good. If you notice, he did fine last week he did really good. Baker Mayfield threw dimes to Mike Evans. He threw dimes to Godwin. And then they have, a rookie wide receiver in there. Threw a touchdown to a rookie wide receiver. And he let his guys and the running back behind running backs just give him a touchdown. It's been a great day. If you're a Bucs fan and a Bills fan, or you're a Saints fan, Saints, hey, David Carr, what a great day last week he had. Even Kamara, even the defense did really good. This week be different. I like the Saints defense this week, but they might have some problems with they're playing, but they'll have a little bit of problem, but I think they can, hold on their own, but I figured this is the week that really, I used them last week. This week, let's talk about some unusual things that happened last Monday night. You ever think about Christian McCaffrey giving against it? You're out a week 1 matchup against the Jets, and you bring in Mason. I picked him up in one of my leagues. I had one of my leagues, and I dropped him. Now, I know that was stupid of me to do that, but to get Mason, didn't even put him on my roster because everybody played. He outscored Jonathan Taylor. He outscored Jonathan Taylor, and he outscored Pacheco. It's unreal. I just, when you look at the stats, look on paper, unusually you've seen that. You never seen that before. And Pacheco, I get outscored in fantasy. But with Mason, That's the guy you need to pick up on waiver wires right now. I think he's in every league right now to get picked up. I already got him in my NFL fantasy, one of my leagues. I picked him up, put him up there in the flex, but he's still be an RB1, regardless of the situation. Jonathan Taylor, if you got Jonathan Taylor, I mean, the guy is still strong. I think there's a lot of things where Richardson has threw some bad throws. CJ Stroud, another 22 fantasy point day. Big day for him. Also, the wide receivers, all testings. Tank, Nico Collins, and Stephon Diggs. Big games for them. And it's going to be huge this week. I think it's going to be a lot of the Bears offense don't look too good. Destin's defense looked good. I'm going to pick the Destin's defense over the offense of Chicago, but that's going to happen down and then. Steelers going to have Justin Fields again this week. Interesting enough, they'll play in Denver. I got the Steelers, guys. I am not betting on that, but I got the Steelers all the way to beat the Broncos. And their defense looked very good. Maxwell hit 24 points, 3 over 50 yards kicking. Unbelievable. And I thought Aubrey's kick from 60 was enough. Maxwell still got a leg, for goodness sakes. It's been a great season of football. If you sit down and eat some popcorn and watch all these games, try to get 4 games and watch on TV. It's kind of hard, but you got on your phone, you watch this game, you hire in screen for your fantasy team. It's just last week was a wonderful day of football. And this coming Saturday, we'll have football games all over the broadcast. LSU's playing against South Carolina. I'll pick LSU over South Carolina, but the points, it's going to be, I think the spread, I think South Carolina will have the spread closed. I think LSU going to win at the end. That's what I'm thinking right now. As for now, I think you're going to see Newsmeyer hit another 300 yards as usual. But it's going to be we'll see a lot of, it's going to be offensive firepower, I think, this week with South Carolina and LSU. I think it's going to be a good game for both. I think it's going to be interesting SEC matchup. And I know South Carolina won their first SEC game conference. So LSU has to win this one to keep themselves alive in the college football playoff. And the new college football playoff is in the 12th position. Everybody else got two or more, they're out. So just remember, LSU has to win all their games to stay in that column to be in the top 12. That's all they have to do. And we hear some news today or yesterday that the Pac-12 is back. There's a lot of talks about the Mountain West Conference and the Pac-12. We want to keep the Pac-12 intact and to try to get Mountain West to change over the Pac-12. That's a lot. And we'll talk about that here and maybe later on this afternoon, later this evening, before we talk about our DraftKings picks and bets on the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins game today. And we'll just talk about the best and stuff, so we'll talk about it. And even though we'll talk about it here in a little bit about it this afternoon, see who we got the best. Last week, almost got everything perfect. I won some money on it. So this week is be the time to get your betting cards or write it down on paper, and we'll talk about it this afternoon or this evening or early this evening, rather. All right, guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. God bless y'all. Hope everybody in Louisiana is fine. Okay, through the storm during the Francine, and hope everybody's doing well. God bless y'all. We see y'all this afternoon. Thank you guys. God bless.